But just a reminder of the Supreme Court proceedings that are expected to begin later on, and right here on KTN News, we certainly will be keeping our eyes on that and giving you information. And as we can see there, those are live images of the setup as it continues. And we do know that, it has today's day 2 of the Supreme Court hearing, and the deadline for when the Supreme Court must give a ruling is Monday. So, of course, we're expecting this to continue for a while and going into sometimes even the late evening, and this is given some of the proceedings that have been going on. Now, we do know that that so far we have, for instance, the opposition, NASA, being kept out of the petition so far, and that is as a result of them boycotting the election. So that's part of what, of course, we're going to be listening in to hear what the petition has, and quite a number of things coming in. We do know that the judges granted access to result forms 34A, 34B, and not to the servers. So we're waiting to see how that's going to play out. One of the things that was also expunged was also some of the leaked memos for IEBC, which the petitioner basically was saying needs to be there, but the judges felt that that is not necessary so far. So, of course, the country is waiting to see how this is going to go. It could go either way. The election could be nullified and void just like it was done before. And remember, Justice Maraga is on record, the Chief Justice himself is on record saying that if the IEBC does not conduct the election as per the stipulations of the law, then they will certainly, as per the law again, nullify it and void it. However, IEBC was walking a tightrope, and Wafula Chebukati was on record also saying that he does not want to go down as the chair of the electoral body that basically led this country into anarchy. He at one point came out to say, and this was after the resignation of Akombe, to say that he was not able to guarantee free, credible, and verifiable elections. However, that changed over time, and he said that at some point after meeting the two protagonists, that's Uhuru Kenyatta and Raila Odinga, that because of some changes that were made within the electoral body and some agreements that they came up with, then he was confident to deliver free, fair, and credible elections. So really, that is what is going to be under the magnifying glass of the apex court as they look at the credits and the merits of what happened. Remember, there is also some constituency in the former Nyanza province that did not participate in the election, and this was as a result of violence. So will that also play in, given that the requirements of the Constitution is that elections must be held in all the constituencies? But again, the question being raised from other quarters is the process and the system. And is the election pegged on the people's decision or the process? Is it the people or the process? So far, there are those who are arguing that the petition is mainly focusing on things like the servers, the technology. Should that be the point of focus, or should it be the people that should be the point of focus? So all that is going to be playing out in the Supreme Court as we continue following those proceedings. And right here on KTN News, we certainly will be following that up and bringing you in-depth analysis on the proceedings so far, and also reflecting on some of the pronouncements that were made in 2013. But also, remember, the August 8th elections were nullified, and as a result, we already have information that we can glean from the previous election. So that's all coming up right here. But